EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us in the shadow of the Eiffel Tower in the fabulous European capital of Paris, France. Today, Week 17 is a... EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us in the shadow of the Eiffel Tower in the fabulous European capital of Paris, France. Today, Week 17 is upon us, and we've got a good one in store here, as it'll be the Nighthawks of Rio de Janeiro taking on the Sentinels of Paris. The final 2-week stretch of the 2023 regular season, and we are underway Week 17 here on this New Year's Eve. The returner, Trey Tucker, going to bring this one out. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. O'Connell going straight to the air. It's caught here by Adams. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down. When you look at this defense, it's a unit that has had all sorts of issues against the pass. Dead last in the NFL, number 32 in the league.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 7 yards there and a first down.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
O'Connell on 1st and 10. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. Here's 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, O'Connell. Oh, trying to get that to Adams, but that's intercepted. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. So far this season, this defense has had their issues again. So that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
Here's the former NFL rushing champ. It's Jonathan Taylor. Touchdown! Jonathan Taylor. That's his 18th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Sentinels take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown.
You get in a second and long situation down here in the red zone, I'd say most defensive coaches would think pass, let's bring some pressure. So this is kind of a tendency breaker here to hit him with something on the ground, and he'll take it all the way into the end zone.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Now a give to Jacobs running right. Oh, a heck of a move. And boy, the strength on display there as he rumbles through tacklers for a gain of about 8. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
23 yards the pickup there.
2nd and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a 1st down.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. This to Jacobs on the toss right. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
O'Connell to throw on 2nd down. He finds his man, complete. That's Jacobs. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be 3rd down.
And they'll use him out of the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago, there's another one right there.
O'Connell from the gun on 3rd down. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a 1st down. Here's Jacobs. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play. I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
Caught on the right side by Adams. A terrific job there to keep him out of the end zone. And now it'll be 4th and goal.
A short gain that doesn't get him the 1st down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. They go with Jacobs. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Josh Jacobs, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Nighthawks' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So I'll leave it at 7 now as they kick it away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
On second down, it's Taylor. Oh, what a move. Escapes the defender. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. How about this? Jonathan Taylor. Touchdown. Jonathan Taylor with his 28th touchdown. Drawing level with Sean Alexander for the second most in a single year. And his guys have taken the lead. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. As we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM, it always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
Throwing on second down. Here's O'Connell. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The Pro Bowl wideout Devontae Adams is intended receiver, and it's third down. But you look at this defense. They come into this one down at the 27th position in the league, Charles, against the run.
And stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent. It's down in and down out, being able to play it, understand what you have to get done, and finally stop some people, put them on the ground.
That catch is number 819 of his career. It ties him with Hall of Famer Steve Largent,
who did things largely below the radar. Not this guy. 819 catches, that speaks loudly in volumes.
O'Connell looking to throw on first. Eluding the pressure right. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on first down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
On second down, Jacobs. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Ready for the second quarter, and it's our visitors with the football. as they've got it with a 4th down coming up. Here's A.J. Cole now to punt this one away. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. So for this offense, Charles, remember drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute. But did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it. And afterwards, they'll say, there is never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Duggan looking to throw. Got a man. It's complete to Jelani Woods. And they work this out past the 25. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here. Over 20 yards.
And they were backed up to start the drive, but not anymore. Now, that's the play call that the offensive coordinator had in his head. You saw the end result. He wanted to go ahead and push the ball.
He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Mason. And I think the ball's out. And one of the linemen on the other side has got it. We'll call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you maintain possession, that's all you're looking for.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive in particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down. Two minutes gone by, second quarter. Duggan will look to throw this. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Everything looked right on that play except the conclusion. He dropped it. An in route, going into a little bit of traffic. Maybe in the back of his mind, he was wondering where the hit was going to come from.
Now a 2nd and 10. Throwing, Duggan. And it's caught. Touchdown. Justin Jefferson. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Signals go up by 2 touchdowns. Well, Charles, that's a great response drive from the rookie quarterback. Remember, threw the pick on the previous possession. Here, he's able to lead him down and throw it into the end zone for the touchdown.
And I know from the draft analysis that this is exactly why this team wanted to take this young man. They thought his ability to bounce back from mistakes and quickly turn them into positives, that was something they wanted on their team, and we just saw evidence of it right there. This young man doesn't let anything get to him, and he finds a way to come back big.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. And he'll manage to break a tackle and get this forward for a couple. It'll be second down. Off the play fake. O'Connell. Pressure comes and down he goes. Samson Abuka. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Well, if the goal is to get back into this game, the offense is certainly moving in the wrong direction. This is certainly a case where one team needs big splash plays right now, but unfortunately, it's the other team that's getting them.
Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. That's going to bring up fourth down, only a gain of 2 there. Here's A.J. Cole now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
I tell you what, that's a veteran play from a guy in his first season in the NFL. A lot of rookies will try and force something there. He thought better of it, and that was the right decision.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Duggan. And that will be incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
To punt on 4th down, here's Rigoberto Sanchez. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Let's take it inside his own 40. A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4. Counter play with Jacobs. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he can even get started. This will be a loss of 3 and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Here's O'Connell looking to throw it. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack. This offense continues to shoot themselves in the foot. And here, another sack.
All game long, we've seen missed assignments, which have led to turnovers, sacks. This group has not played well at all here in the first half.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. 1:55 left to go in the first half of play. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. There's really no reason to change what they've been doing to this point. They've got the lead. Oh, and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety. Well, I think you can go ahead and give your punter an assist on that one. Pinned him deep, and the defense comes through with 2 points.
You're exactly right, partner. This was all set up by a great punt, and if the ball goes in the end zone, this never happens. So great call. Give the punt team and the punter some love.
First down throw, O'Connell. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked up by Juju Brents. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's Duggan to throw. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
To throw is Duggan. Middle of the field to Jefferson. And down inside the 15 he goes. And now they're in the hurry-up. Duggan now to throw. Touchdown! Justin Jefferson with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Signals are able to stretch out their lead. In the 2nd quarter, and already his 2nd touchdown reception.
Absolutely the definition of a difference maker here in this first half. Clearly one of his quarterback's favorite targets in this game, and I figure he's going to draw a little more attention and coverage moving forward.
Extra point by Gay is up and good, and that will make this a 19-point game. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
They will run the draw with Jacobs. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
No gain on that run, and while the team is down, there's still time to come back and win the football game. If I'm the offensive coordinator, though, I've got to think about moving at a faster pace and maybe opening things up a little bit and throwing it a little bit more.
Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And the half will begin with a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see one or two guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Back to throw. Dugan flushed out right. Finds his big tight end, Mo Alley-Cox. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
The throw over the middle, taken in. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. It's a 1st down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch, I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Back to throw again. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the 1st down and then some.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. That's to the tight end, Mallory. So the completion good for just 3. And that will bring up 2nd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
It's 2nd and 7 from the 9. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. On 3rd down, here's Taylor. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the 1st down as he's tackled at the 1. 130 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. And he is going to lose yardage here. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make 2nd down pretty tough.
He kept it in his hands and tried to push it across the goal line himself, but the defensive front wouldn't allow him to do so, bringing up 2nd down and a bit farther.
2nd and goal from the 6 this time. Looking to throw. Dugan. And it's caught. Touchdown. Justin Jefferson with his 3rd touchdown so far, number 13 now on the year. And the Sentinels take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Well, to put it mildly, he's been able to dice up this secondary all game long, and this time that was a missile that he threw into the end zone and adding another touchdown to his ledger.
And I think we see these youngsters develop a lot quicker than we ever have because when they get started in this game, they're not just throwing passes around. They're reading coverages early. So now They're like seasoned pros earlier in their career. How about this one here? If they win this ball game, a game.
Probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
Well, that ground game just continues to struggle to really get any momentum in this ball game, Charles. And, I mean, you're at the point here, third quarter, down 4 scores, probably going to have to put it in the air.
Oh, no question about it. So that's your only chance, your only opportunity. But think of the pressure you just put on your offensive line, because if you're a pass rusher, you're not even thinking about them running the football. All you're doing is getting into that sprinter stance and going after the quarterback.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
To throw here, O'Connell. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And you can tell just by looking at them that this offense is a frustrated unit. Things are really unraveling here, and as a head coach, time to earn your paycheck. You've got to find a way to keep it together, as that brings up another 4th down.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. At their own 21-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something, because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. That gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Off play action, Dugan. He's going to find Jefferson open downfield. Now he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That one good for 37 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Again, he'll drop to throw. And this one right back into the hands of Jefferson. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed it up with another nice one here, and before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll look to throw again. Buying time to his left. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, he's proven real effective running the football. No one open, don't force it. Just get what you can, and that's what he's done very well in this game.
To throw again on second down. Duggan. And it's caught. Touchdown. Justin Jefferson. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Sentinels are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. Gay is on for the point after. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. 3 quarters have come and gone. Gay now set to kick it off. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
O'Connell to throw on second down.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
And once again, O'Connell back to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Jacobs. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a 10-yard pickup, and that's enough to move the chains. Well, I mean, look, obviously there's no 20 or 30-point play in that playbook, but they can try to end things here on a positive note despite trailing big, and that looks like what they're trying to do here by pushing the ball downfield.
Well, let me go with the heavy cliche then, partner.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. But with this advantage, this defense knew that passes were coming, and they stayed in position, Charles, and picked one off here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, what a way to cap things off, huh? Because I think this is part of the game within the game. They see the scoreboard, they see what they can accomplish, and they went for it.
A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Here's a 2nd down and 7 from the 37. Back to throw. Dugan. And this taken in by Downs. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Tell you what, partner, the way he's been slinging it in this one, I think he should be ticketed for a baseball cap and a set of headphones for the next drive. He's been absolutely sensational. But one thing we've both learned about quarterbacks in this league, they often stay on the field longer than you expect.
On first down, Dugan. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide, and these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
1st and 10, Taylor now. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. Down the left sideline. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. Well, that'll help the old passing stats. Remember, it was a pop pass, so it's not a wide receiver run there, Charles.
Well, I like the way that you scored it, and that's exactly how it goes into the books. But remember, he's had success throwing the ball the standard way in this game. And here, this little tap pass, it goes for good yardage, a little something extra in his repertoire.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Duggan looking to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half was pretty much... And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. Oh, and one of the linebackers has got it. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. And I don't know that that fumble is going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the 4th. It doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head.
Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about we're going to address this come practice next week because maybe that's the reason we're down this far. Doesn't matter at this point, but being sloppy throughout the game, not going to help him improve.
149 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Line of scrimmage, the 36 on 2nd and 8. Duggan will look to throw this. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Throwing, Duggan. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
And Gay knocks this one through. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Throw left side complete. That's Jacobs. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Give them 32 on the play. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the fourth, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Now O'Connell. On the out route, this is Adams with a catch. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. Now, fourth quarter, certainly not enough time for a comeback, but nice to see them making use of the time remaining to try and make this one a little more respectable.
Yeah, I think the ultimate goal, good execution, be crisp, be sharp, and find a way to put some points on the board to make this thing look just a little bit better.
15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now, because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
And it's caught, and so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. 15 yards last play and 15 yards here this go-around.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
Jacobs is into the end zone. Touchdown.
Ah, what a luxury it is to be able to call on a bowling ball like Josh Jacobs down near the goal line. 5'10", 220 pounds, and he's not afraid to get in there and get the tough yards. He finishes off this drive with a touchdown run.
The offense going to stay on the field as they will line up and go for 2. O'Connell's throwing for it. And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage. Put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head, because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Yeah, maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. 169 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. A little do-it-yourself run right there, and a nice gain.
And I like that he knew that that was about all he was going to get. So he did a nice job of protecting himself, took care of the football, took what the defense gave him. If they continue to allow him to do that, they'll find their way taking what they can all the way to the end zone.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but, boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for Paris, they get their 6th win of the season against 10 losses. So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm